This is NBC Nightly News with John Chancellor and David Brinkley. Tonight, Wednesday, April 27th, reported from the NBC News Center in New York.
Good evening. Weeks ago, the president said when he presented his energy program, he thought he would lose 10 or 15 points in his popularity ratings because he was asking people to give up comforts, luxuries, and conveniences. Well, he was right. He has. In an NBC News television or telephone poll finished yesterday, those rating him as doing a good job dropped 10 points, from 63% in March to 53% in April. On his energy program itself, opinion is divided on whether or not Congress should approve it. Less than half say yes, 49%. Almost a third say no, don't approve it. And 19%, a high figure, are not sure. Apparently, many people remain unconvinced. On the gasoline tax, they do indeed remain unconvinced that it is wise or necessary. 55% are opposed to higher gasoline taxes. Only 36% are willing to pay them or think they would help. And what will be the effect on people's habits in buying cars? Well, here, an even wider division of opinion, all over the lot, in fact. 36% said it would not change their car buying habits. 35% would keep their cars longer. 26% would buy smaller cars. So the president is less popular than before he proposed all of this, and substantial numbers of people are not persuaded it should be put in effect. John?
The president today proposed to the Congress a program for controlling the nuclear fuel and technology we sell to other countries. He wants tighter controls on the kinds of material we ship out. He wants the power to deny exports of nuclear fuel to any country which henceforth detonates a nuclear device. And he wants the fuel to be used under safeguards established by the International Atomic Energy Agency, as well as very strict American controls. And he wants the right to suspend these controls if he thinks that would be necessary. Marilyn Berger covered this story. Marilyn, would you tell us about this presidential loophole?
John, the bill does leave the president discretion to waive any of these requirements for a country if he feels it's in the overall interest of preventing the spread of nuclear weapons. For example, the proposal that he has suggested to Congress would require a country to put all its nuclear installations under international controls. We have said we would sell nuclear reactors to Israel, but Israel has so far refused to put its Dimona plant under international controls. The president could decide, nevertheless, to sell to Israel if it feels it has enough assurances from that country. And there is provision for Congress to veto these decisions of the president, but they have 60 days to do it, and it would take a joint resolution of both houses of Congress.
Marilyn, do they think we're coming toward the last chance to stop this danger from spreading all over the world?
Well, David, there's a widespread feeling that the spread of nuclear weapons is probably the most difficult problem of this decade. India detonated a bomb in '74. There are other countries, for example, Brazil or South Africa or Pakistan, other countries that are what are called near nukes. They've nearly gone nuclear, and the president feels very strongly about trying to prevent that.
Marilyn, aren't we the main supplier of nuclear materials to a lot of countries in the world?
Yes, John, the figures are amazing. We supply 92% of all the fuel, the uranium fuel, for the Euratom countries, which are about 8 countries in Europe. We also supply 100% to Japan.
Marilyn, thank you very much. While the president was coming out today against the uncontrolled exportation of fuel which could be made into weapons, the government of West Germany said it favored just that. It approved a huge energy research program based on the kind of plutonium-producing reactors opposed by the president. David?
Other news coming up: 2 languages in Quebec, Canada, and trouble. 2 death sentences in Alabama. Airbags in cars. King Hussein's views on the Palestinians, and junk foods at schools in California.
Never before has Serta designed so much comfort into so firm a mattress and foundation. The new Perfect Sleeper by Serta. You get more firmness from more Synchroplex coils and more Sertaliner bands, a new interlocking twin-edge design, and the new Sertalock foundation. Tonight, sleep a better sleep because we've just built a better bed. The new Perfect Sleeper by Serta.
Where's Daddy? He's outside. What's he doing? He's with some people checking the air in their tires. How come? Because if you don't have the right amount of air in your tires, it isn't safe. But what does Daddy have to do? Because he's a good rich dealer. When he's done with the tires, is he going to check the air on the blimp?
Tires you can trust. B.F. Goodrich. The other guys.
The Director of Central Intelligence, Stansfield Turner, said today that the overall cost of American intelligence activities could be made public. Turner said there might be, some risk in publishing that figure, and he opposed making any kind of overall breakdown, including that of what the different parts of the intelligence community get, such as the CIA or the National Security Agency. Here's more on the story from Charles Quinn.
Admiral Stansfield Turner, who is director of the CIA, was called to the Senate Intelligence Subcommittee hearing to give his views on whether spending for intelligence activities
should be made public.
Much of the discussion focused on the conflict between the public's right to know and national security.
President Carter has directed that I not object to your release